Stampers, it's Gainer again. Card number 2. I've done one Christmas tonight and I'm going to do a normal one as well. I'm going to try and get them in as best as I can. I'm going to alternate Christmas ordinary. And I've been playing with the Daisy Delight Punch, the Painted Harvest and the Leaf Punch. And I came up with this. It's a beautiful little card. But it then stands up as an easel card. Isn't that sweet? I love it. Something different. And I also stamped the sunflower onto the just white cardstock to give the illusion of another sunflower. So I hope you like it. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. And I've put a little strip of designer series paper in. I'm going to have to tape them down a little bit. But because my card is split, I split my burlap ribbon as well, so I could get it bang in the centre. So I hope you like it. I think it's so sweet. It's lovely. So I'm going to pop this on one side, and I'm going to tell you card pieces. We've got a standard card, which is 8 1/4 by 5 7/8, scored at 4 1/8. Then we have another piece of Whisper White, which is 4 1/8 by 5 7/8. Piece of designer series paper. Look, it's got pumpkins on. We don't do all earth harvest and all that stuff. So this is 3 7/8 by 5 5/8, and it's going to lay it. This is going to be our card front. I got scraps then of Whisper White, and I didn't have any Cajun craze. So what I've done is once I cut my ovals out, I've sponged the ends with Cajun craze. So I'm using crushed curry. And then you got these, which measure, the white is 1 1/8 by 3 3/8. And the crushed curry is 1 1/4 by 3 1/2. This is for the inside sentiment, which is absolutely lush. This is 3/8 by 5 7/8. It's just to decorate the inside of the card as well. So let's get going. Right, I'm going to need to fetch my score tool in again, because we need to score our card again. We score it once at 4 1/8. Now we need to score this at 2 1/16. So, and that's going to give us our flap for the front of our card, so our easel stands up. So that's all we need to do with that. I'm going to burnish my score lines, making sure they are at the edge of the paper. I already pre-cut all my cards to size, so this is why we needed to fetch the tool back in, the trimmer back in to score again. So their card's going to sit up like this. This is going to be attached on here, and then attached to the bottom of our card here. Perfect. So I'm going to attach those two pieces now. I love all the designer series paper, whether it's pumpkins or Halloween. I have got the Halloween paper. We don't celebrate Halloween. Well, me and my husband do all the house up on Halloween. He's got holograms, vampires and zombies coming out the house. He loves it. It's like a big kid. But we don't ever tend to send or receive Halloween cards, so I'm quite happy about that, because I have enough to do for Christmas and birthdays all year. So I'm going to attach this now to my card, and I'm just putting glue on this side. My husband should be home shortly. He's been fishing again, bless him. This is Sunday stress relief. He suffers really bad with health anxiety, so bless him. So we're going to attach this now to our card. I think that's perfect. There is a little bit of a gap on that side, which you can, but it blends in with the white. This one's fits perfect. I must have trimmed it a little bit too short. But there's the principle of our card. So I'm going to do next is my sentiment. And I'm going to then, I'm going to, oh, yellow, wrong colour. There it is. I want some my Cajun craze for my sentiment. And then I'm going to sponge around the edges as well. So I'm just trying to get this as straight as possible. And this just says, I am thankful for you. Isn't that lovely? That could be for any type of occasion card. I'm thankful for you, happy birthday, whatever. You know, it's just a lovely, lovely little sentiment. So I've got my sponge dauber. And I'm just going to sponge around the edge. It's the only colour paper I didn't buy. I've got it and that and always artichoke. I wasn't sure if I was going to like them colours, but I wish I'd bought them now, so they may have to go on to my next order. So I'm just I can't even say it. I'm just putting plenty on. How's that? What do I like? So I'm going to use a touch of fast fuse for this. I don't want this coming off. And now I'm gonna, and it just adds a little bit more dimension to the card. I'm just going to stick a couple of rhinestones on now. I'll be trying to do it while they're up on dimensions. It's a little bit tricky because you tend to push the corners down, especially if you haven't got a dimension in the corner. So I just want to elevate this now, and I'm doubling up the dimensions because I want it to stand up a little bit more on the card. You don't want it to flop open because it can, if you're not tall enough, it can tend to slip off the edge. So you need that height to keep the card open. I hope you all enjoyed the last video. I enjoyed making that. It's cool. So I'm going to fetch my card in and I'm going to try my very best to get this in the centre. So I'm just going to go down to this corner a sec. Looks good to me. So now that tucks behind there. Isn't that sweet? Right, while we're here and we've got the glue out, I'm going to just put my tiny little strip in as well. It's just to decorate the inside of the card. Why not? We've still got space to write our message to whomever we want to send the card to. But you can turn this into a birthday card, anniversary card, just a thank you card. Isn't that, oops, don't you dare. Don't start that. I think I may have scored it too good. But it will, with the weight of the other bits now, it will come down. So there we go. So I'm just going to pop that to one side for a moment. I'm going to fetch in my scraps. And I'm going to stamp first, I think. I did wait and cut them out and then stamped, but I'm going to give myself a bit more space. So now I'm fetching in my crushed curry. And that is going for the main part of the flower, which is the palest part. I'm going to stick this in the centre. I'm going to try and get my flower going the right way. And then what I did then was I just got this knobbly side and I just went around the outside of the card. you won't see all of this. Isn't that pretty? I suppose you could leave it as a square if you wanted to as well. If you can cut that. Oh, that's perfect. Look at that. Shall we leave it as a square? I don't know. See, now I like the scalloped edge. So I'm coming in now with my Cajun Craze again because I love this colour now. It reminds me of warm brick effect, you know, like terracotta. Absolutely stunning. Right, there is a way to line this up. There's a bit that got jots down there and a bit that jots down there, so and I went over the centre of this twice because it wasn't dark enough for my liking. Only in the centre though, and I left the outside paler. Isn't that pretty? So again with these juttery flowers, we're just going to go around the outside. Ooh, I better take that off. Oh well, I'm going to sponge that anyway and cut it out, so whew, good save. It's perfect, lovely little flower. This is so nice. Isn't that pretty? Now the centres, we're going to use the early espresso. Just going to close out for a moment. And again, I'm going to line up that jutty bit. The jutty bit. And then stamp the centre one twice because I wanted it slightly darker. I'm going to do these, but you probably won't see them. Isn't that pretty? While we've got these colours out, oh, I'll pop that there just for a moment. I've got some scrap whisper white, so I'm going to do my yellow first. Look, conveyor belt going on. So I'm stamping. I'm going to keep my jutty flowers at the top. These are just scrap pieces of whisper white now. And I'm going to come back in now with my Cajun Craze. There's my jutty bit, as she says. That's beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. Loving this flower. And then we're going to cut these out later with the delightful daisy punch. There it is. I bet you never thought of doing that with your painted harvest. So now we can put these away for a moment. And I'm going to pop them to one side. I'm just going to cut these out now with my layering ovals. Luckily I've got enough space on the board to cut them both out at the same time. So it's not going to take long at all. Isn't that pretty? See, I did the centres, and this is what's left. Pop them to one side now, and now I'm going to come back in with my sponge and dab the ends of my I don't care how far it goes, it's going to get covered. I just want that lovely burnt orange colour around the outside. It's beautiful. And it's only since I got this Painted Harvest set that I've realised how beautiful the Cajun Craze is. I've never used it before. And even though I've got every colour, my pad is so juicy, it's lovely. Isn't that pretty? And it gives it like that sunflowery not texture, I would just say it like, I don't know, just a deep colour, you know, that you would find in the autumn. Isn't that pretty? So now I'm going to get rid of my scrap now. And I'm going to use a bit more fast fuse. Oops. Isn't that pretty? And we can lay these two together. Now we're going to fetch this in. What I've done is I've slit down the centres, because this has got to go on my card either side of these bits of paper. That way I know it's in the centre of my card. I need to. Isn't that pretty? Yeah. Or I could just simply put, let's try that, see if that works. I'm going to open my card and look for the centre. I'm going to start at the top, as I can see, into there. And I'm going to just put a line of fast fuse down there. Good to me. Instead of trying to wrap it round, I think I'm going to trim these ones off, because I really don't want to see it behind the back of my card. There we go. Lovely. I think that looks so sweet. Looks lush to me. Perfect. So we're going to pop some dimensionals on here. Will also help keep my ribbon in place. Oh, this is starting to come together lovely now, so I'm going to pop this in the centre of my card. Isn't that pretty? Now this flower, watch this, it's absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. I'm fetching my piercing tool. Where's my daisy punch? There it is. And I'm just going to cut these out. Look at them, aren't they? They're just the cutest. Absolutely stunning. Oh, so he didn't want to come out of the. Oh, I'll get that out later. So I'm going to take my ballpoint off my scoring tool, and I'm just going to go up the petals. And it helps them curl upwards. Isn't that good? Look at that, them curling up. It's so cute. I'm going to be really delicate with these as well. So what I'm going to do now is I want them to curl up even more. And then I also want these ones to curl out as well, just on the tips. So they're up and out. You've got to be really careful though. It's so delicate, these petals are. And then watch what we do in a sec. Oh, lovely. Right, so now I take the bottom of your pokey tool and then just curl it up. Isn't that sweet? We can do this with this one. We don't want that one too much, but we want this one then. Again, just in the centre, we're gonna force these petals back. And while he's lying like that, press down again. And then we're going to pop this one adjacent. And I'm going to use a glue dot. There he is, he's just come in now. Hope he doesn't shout, "Hi baby." But I'm just using a glue dot and I want to position this so the petals are either side. Just like that. And before we add the last piece, I'm just going to pop one of these beautiful, beautiful gold faceted gems in the centre. Oh, isn't that lovely? I'm going to just keep pushing and watch my flower take shape. Now we're going to, again, straddle this one over here. So I'm going to pop a couple of my glue dots in the centre. I always pull off what I need, so. And now straddle that again. Isn't that gorgeous? We can always then Zeus up these petals a little bit more if we want to. These ones at the bottom. I've seen people turn these into totally different flowers just from the daisy punch. Absolutely beautiful. Isn't that gorgeous? Loving this. So just keep manipulating your petals until you've got the shape you want. And I think that is absolutely stunning. I'm just going to push in the centre and fluff this up. Oh, that is stunning. Absolutely stunning. Right, again, I'm just going to add a few of my glue dots. I want to stick. You don't want that on a dimensional because it's going to stick out a little bit further than most anyway. So one more, that should do it. Perfect. So we're going to fetch in our flower. I keep crushing these leaves a bit though. Just, once you've got it on your card, then you can zuss it back up again. So I'm going to pop this right here in the corner. And then we're going to move on to the last bit. Let me just check the time. Yes, right. We're just gonna fetch in my garden green, and the card is garden green, so we're basically just putting tone on tone. So, and I'm just gonna stamp 3 of these lovely little leaves, and then 3 of the details as well. Try and line this up. It's not pretty. That's lush. We haven't finished yet. We're going to do the same with these leaves as we're going to do, as we did with the petals. So I'm going to Fetch this in and line this up. I absolutely adore this little leaf punch. It's beautiful. I think you should all get this on your wish list and get it quick, because it'll probably sell out like really fast. So I'm going to turn these over. Again, just with this, I'm just going to zhuzh up the leaves. Or did it do it with this? That's it. I want to create that crease in the centre of a leaf. It's natural. Oh, aren't they cute? They're so sweet. Right, I'm going to fetch my Tombow in now and my card. I'm just going to finish these off. Absolutely stunning. Well, I hope you're enjoying this card as much as I have. I've really enjoyed making this one today. And I'm basically just dressing my flower around here. I'm just going to dress around this side. If you want to add more, you're more than welcome to add a little bit more, but I thought it really set this off. Oh, it's lovely. Absolutely adorable. I think this is one of my new favourite sets. This and the Daisy Delight is just awesome. And Stampin' have come out with some beautiful, beautiful sets, and they have outdone themselves. I love this. And I didn't do it to the other one, but I'm going to do it to this one. I've just dropped my cable. I just think that's so adorable. I'm going to fetch my Winker Stella in. This is my new one. Yeah. And I'm just going to pop some on the leaves just to make them glisten, because it's absolutely stunning. Oh my god, I'm loving this. I may even just do the centre of my middle flower. Oh, I like it. I love that. Just brush some. Not actually painting, just brushing them. Just down there. Just so it's like morning dew. And who wouldn't like to receive that as a card? That's me done. Oh my god, this lays flat then for posting. And then you may squash the flower a little bit, but wherever you give it to, just tell them to, just ruche up the petals again. Oh my god, that is absolutely stunning. Well, that's the one I've done with you now. I'm going to go ahead and do that with my Winker Stella on this one as well. Absolutely beautiful. And I got more colour on that one, I think. Yeah, definitely more colour on that one. Yes, I prefer the deeper colour. Definitely prefer the deeper colour. That is absolutely divine. Right, that's me done. I do hope you enjoyed that. You can catch me on my blog at www.stampwithjoy.co.uk, and I will put the dimensions and the supply list on there. The Painted Harvest and the DSP will be available on the 1st of September. So you haven't got long to wait. So get your little wish list going, and I will see you on the other side. But thanks for watching. Until next time, bye.